A third of the food British consumers buy gets thrown away. That's 420 pounds of food per household that we chuck in the bin every single year. Every second in the UK, we collectively throw away 6 rashers of bacon, 8 whole eggs, 14 whole sausages, 51 apples, 59 whole potatoes, 76 bananas and 81 slices of bread. That's every single second. This is waste we simply can't afford in a world that's running out of food. In Bedfordshire, a groundbreaking new service uses waste food to create more food. Here, residents are asked to keep their food waste separate from their general rubbish. It's collected weekly and taken to this anaerobic digester. There it gets shredded, liquefied and then goes through a process of fermentation and pasteurization, which produces excess energy that goes back into the national grid and, most importantly, ends up as fertilizer for the farm. Waste food is ultimately helping to produce more food. Lisa Burton and her family have been using a brown bin.
We've been putting our food waste into our brown bin for about 6 months now. Probably fill up about a bag a week or so, roughly, because we're not so bad at throwing away. But if we've got bread, then it'll be 2 bags a week, which is quite a lot, and then it does seem like we're wasting food. Notice that I'm not buying so much in the supermarkets now and not throwing away so much, because you notice the wastage and you realise how much is going out in the bin every week, because it's going into a brown bin as opposed to just going away bit by bit.
John Ibbott is the farmer who came up with the idea to set up the anaerobic digester on his land.
This plant takes 12 million litres of pig slurry. It takes an additional 30,000 tonnes of all sorts of different food waste. We produce enough electricity to supply around 1,700 households, and we replace about 300 tonnes of nitrogen fertiliser, which is about 1,750 acres worth of fertiliser that would be normally applied to the fields. At the moment, we have a problem with waste. The landfills are all filling up, and we need to make better use of that resource. This does turn rubbish into a genuine, useful resource. It's green all the way around. It's a perfect circle.
This farm can grow 6,000 tonnes of grain on the land that has been fertilised using the 30,000 tonnes of waste food that goes into the plant every year. In a world where food is an increasingly valuable resource, this technology is one way to create more food from the waste we can't seem to avoid producing.